Good evening, good evening. Nope, it's good afternoon. Good afternoon. And thank you for joining me for another office hours training. I am Crystal L. Gunn, your financial strategist, small business advisor. Part of my job as a strategist, be it on the business side or the personal side, is to help you to create a solid financial relationship or a strong business base or foundation on which you can grow. I also help you to have some aha moments, some self-discovery moments, and helping you see what no longer serves you so that you can release all of that, because that's where the breakthroughs happen. That's where the magic happens. That's where the shift starts to take place, be it in your personal finances or your overall business. So it's Monday, which means it's all about mastering money mindsets as we continue cultivating a positive relationship with money and how it is crucial for developing a healthy financial mindset. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Last month was Stress Awareness Month, and I started talking about how your money and your health, the correlation between the two, more specifically, how financial stress and worry impacts your mental health, your physical health, and your overall social and behavioral health. So today, let's dig a little further into some of these categories and the impact that happens. Let's talk about your mental health. So mental clarity can negatively be impacted when your finances are not in order, which can lead to impulse spending, overlooking critical financial responsibilities like insurance and saving for later years. And it also can lead to other poor decision making, getting into personal relationships just for the money, staying in a relationship in which you know you need to leave, but you need to stay for just the money, and surviving. That old saying, doing what I got to do in order to survive. So part of redefining your financial relationship so that it works for you is so that you can move from surviving to thriving. It is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but it is possible. Another thing is your physical health. And so I remember going through my own financial storm, right? And going to see a doctor, and my blood pressure was a little high. And he said that it's typical for high blood pressure to run a little high in African Americans. So I asked him why, and he couldn't give an answer, right? Well, financial stress can lead to various health issues like high blood pressure, sleep issues, and other illnesses triggered by stress. And so we know that just being Black in America can be stressful, right? And then you add on top of that, financial stress. Yeah, your blood pressure is going to be high. And because in most instances, doctors aren't looking at the correlation between what's happening in life with health. They're looking at, well, what's wrong? Your blood pressure is high. Let's give you some medicine to get your blood pressure down, right? Or what are you eating, right? So your physical health definitely can be impacted by that, as well as your social and behavioral health. So when your finances are not where you want them to be, this can put a big strain on your personal relationships. So financial issues are one of the main reasons for divorce. They tend to want you to believe it's infidelity, but financial issues may take the lead over infidelity. If not, they're one and one. And financial issues can put a rift between partners who've had the best marriage or best relationship, right? Right up until those financial hardships hit. Someone losing a job and they have trouble finding a job, right? It's there's already the financial hardship because we have a one of the incomes in the house is no longer there. Now, what is that other person thinking? Like, are you trying to get a job? What's happening and what is that other person feeling? And then those things come up, and they come up in other areas when you're not talking about finances, but now someone is short with someone else, someone's feeling a certain kind of way. So again, those financial issues can put a strain on the best relationships, right? But when financial hardship happens, tempers tend to flare, things get said, and sometimes you can't recover from them. So it will definitely impact, or can definitely impact, your social and behavioral health. But again, when it comes to those relationships, right? And so again, these are just a few more drops in the bucket as why I do what I do. I always talk about it's not just about the numbers. There's this incredible healing that we have to do. It's not just about budget. It's not just about credit score. It's so much deeper than that. We no longer have the option. We can't keep, you know, just spending all of our money living, and I never, I try not to go down the rabbit hole on this thing, but we can't keep thinking we're doing okay. We can't just keep thinking, well, if I just keep, maintaining or surviving, right? We'll never thrive. We can't pass down generational wealth living that way. We no longer have an option. We have to heal. We must heal and redefine those individual financial relationships so we can thrive individually and collectively. Or else, when it comes to African Americans, that prediction of 2053, if the current financial trend continues, blacks will have zero wealth by the year 2053. So we have to do something different. And when you redefine your financial relationship so that it's working in your best interest, positively impacts every other area of your life. The same thoughts, issues, habits, traumas that define your current financial relationship, those same issues have negative impact on all of those others as well. So we can't heal our financial relationship without healing those thoughts, issues, habits, and traumas, which means they ultimately heal other areas of your life. So let's talk about some favorite things today. And my favorite thing is, what is it? Oh, financial checkup. This is on a business side or on a personal side. It's an hour discovery session with me. You can have whatever questions that you have that you need answered. I always say when you're sitting in the middle of the thing, you don't and can't always figure out what to do with the thing because you're sitting in the middle of it. So this type of checkup, you may not be ready to or not sure if you want to commit to any type of coaching. However, someone once said 30 minutes with Crystal will save your life. Well, this checkup is an hour. So we get to talk about and maybe even, set a short game plan. I always give, when you talk to me, you just like when you do here, you're always going to get some next steps with from where you are right now. And for some, it's like, well, let me take care of these next steps and then let me call, get back with you again. And that's fine too. But that's why I do these checkups, because you don't necessarily know what to do next. And when you're sitting in the middle of that storm, you can't always figure out how to get out of it. So I have the ability to see from the outside in and give you some direction, to ask you questions again, to make you have those aha moments that say, oh my God, I need to do this. So it's the business or personal financial checkup. That's just your overall finances. It might be you want to talk about your life insurance. It might be you want to talk about those powers of attorney and wills that you don't have. Whatever it is, we can get to it, to the bottom of it, and then create some sort of strategy to get through it. The other one is the credit checkup. Same thing on the business or the personal side. Sometimes you're sitting in a credit mess and you don't know what to do. You need some funding for your business and you don't know what to do. You don't know what first steps to take. That conversation, again, we can have that can help you determine what those next steps are. And don't think that if you want to talk about um, one or the other that you need to make to appointments. We can talk about credit and just regular personal and business finances, all in the same appointment. But the goal is to get you to have some outside ideas, thought processes, maybe the next step. You're working in the thing, you're sitting in the middle of it. And again, you don't always know how to see yourself out of it or the next steps because in some instances, you've been doing a thing the same way for so long. And then the other thing with that is you don't know what you don't know. So there could be, ways to do a certain thing, new concepts, new ideas, new technology, whatever it is that you don't know because you've been working in your thing, be it your business or your personal life, and you're not aware of those other I don't know, tasks, thoughts, ideas, technology that you can use in your process. So get that credit checkup or your personal finance or your business finance checkup. Those links, scheduling links are in the description. When you book a consultation or when you book one of these checkups, it also is going to ask you and it's going to tell you some things, but it's also going to ask you what is it that I need to know so that I can better prepare for the session. Please make sure you add as much information in there as you can. So what's next? The things to do, the things to do. Now, I always talk about the journey and the elevation that we're all here to go to elevate to our own individual next level. And the journey is so important. Like when you're redefining your personal financial relationship or your business one, when you're redefining it though, it's a process and it's heavy lifting up front. And it's the heavy lifting up front that people get lost, which is why the coaching becomes so important, right? But it's that heavy lifting where people get lost because they haven't done it before. And it becomes frustrating and it becomes, oh my God, this is too much work. And they can't see the value or they just they're not accustomed to climbing the steps to get to the next level, right? So I encourage you to embark on a journey for the next 3 to 9 months that will change your life forever. Commit to you and your family, walk the journey. It may be hard, but sometimes it may be hard sometimes, but trust the process. I promise you it will be worth it. And it's step by step. You don't try to do it all in one time, in one day, in 1 week, in 1 month. You didn't get to where you are overnight. You didn't get to where you are in 1 month or 1 week. And I don't care what area of life it is, you didn't gain all of that weight in 1 week that you want to lose. You didn't get these unhealthy habits in 1 day. It takes 21 days to make a habit, but it takes 3 consecutive 21-day cycles to create a lifestyle. And so when we're working to build and redefine your financial relationship, we're changing your lifestyle for the better. That's going to positively impact you and it's going to positively impact the generations that follow you. So let's talk about next things. Think about your current financial relationship. And then is any part of it impacting you mentally, physically, or socially? Take a hard look. How is it impacting you? last last week I talked about, some people are having sleepless nights and they think it might be menopause. They think it might be something else, the stress that's at work. And it might be some of some of those, but it also might be that financial relationship. How is it impacting you? Are you worried about it? Are you avoiding it? Because if you're avoiding it, it's an issue. And so because you're avoiding it doesn't mean it's still not stressing you out, right? So how is it impacting you? So look at that. How is it impacting you? And then make a decision. Sometimes we are being the gatekeepers to our own success. Get out of your own way. I'm actually doing a workshop this weekend, this Saturday, and it is for women specifically. But the theme of it is Mother May I. right? And my biggest and overall talk in this workshop, and obviously I'm giving some steps, but it's giving yourself permission to thrive, giving yourself permission to heal, giving yourself permission to be financially sound, right? So make the decision so that you can do that, so that you can give yourself the permission that you need to give yourself in order for you to elevate to your next level, not only in your financial life, but in every area of your life. So if this information has been helpful, please subscribe to my channel and be sure to turn notifications on so you don't miss a training. Also, if you are in need of personal or business strategy, you know the deal. The links for scheduling are below. Let's talk about it. Also, if you need, life insurance or powers of attorneys or will, don't sit there and continue to not have them and then need them when it's too late. Let's talk about it. The links for scheduling consultations are in the description. And remember, as always, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. You don't know what you don't know. You've been conditioned to live a certain kind of way for so long. You have been surviving and living in survival mode. So give yourself some grace, right? Forgive yourself for all of the financial mishaps and all of those things. Release that guilt, right? And then keep striving. Never give up on you. I promise you, it is the best investment that you will ever make. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Be sure to join me for the private online Q&A immediately following. The link is in the description. And if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so you never miss this opportunity. Thank you again, and I will see you on the other side.